Hello, everybody. This is my investment journal. Welcome back. And this is actually week 4.5, not week four. Today is February the 2nd, and my result of January is in. I was traveling for the last 2 weeks in China, so I just got back a few days ago. Right now, I'm in the self quarantine for 2 weeks. I have probably another 9 or 10 days before this quarantine ends. It's not really uh, enforced by the government or anything, but I think it's the responsible thing to do. And in addition to that, my company asked me not to return until after that. But I think it's the right thing to do, at least to put a lot of people's mind at ease, and also my own mind at ease, because if anything happens to people at work because of me, then I wouldn't know how I'm gonna live with myself. If if you're interested in how I get through these days, which is still ongoing, I can probably have a special edition on my days during quarantine, and well, for myself to document my experience, and also probably for your enjoyment, maybe. All right. This is what my Vanguard individual account looks like at the moment, at the end of January 31st. As you can see, if you still remember, if you watched my previous videos, which I'm sure nobody else did, I had about 48,000, close to 49,000 in this account, and it actually went up quite a bit during the first few weeks of January, but last week it went back down. But it's normal, I guess. It's what you would expect in a volatile market, especially given the virus outbreak. A lot of things went down. Dow went down almost 700 or 600 in one day, so it's all good. It'll happen. Just need to have a positive attitude, and also think of it as a opportunity to get in, which I actually did. My previous account balance at the beginning of this month, I had about 15,000 cash in this account. That's put in the federal money market, and a settlement fund, which is also another money market account, money market fund. During this month, I have transferred about 1/3 of those cash into uh, mutual fund and ETF, mostly mutual fund for the second half of the month, because I was just too busy at work and my travel, so I didn't really have time to buy ETF. So I set up the automatic investment to buy mutual fund, Vanguard mutual fund on a almost daily basis. When the market went down a bit more, I would buy more. Also, another thing is this mutual funds I'm buying is there are only two funds I'm buying. One is the S&P 500 index. The other one is called Star Fund, which is a combination of different mutual fund that is maintained by Vanguard's management. And the Star Fund has higher expense ratio, but I think they put more effort into that, so it's probably worth it. And I also bought a few hundred worth of bond ETF into this portfolio. In the future, I probably should do more, because right now this portfolio is mainly stock index, so I should put more bond into it. I'll also add more international exposure to this portfolio. Next is a closer look at my account. I started putting money in there. I put $6,000 in there in 2012 or 13, and then I didn't put anything in there until a year ago. And I didn't even put any money. I didn't even put those money in any ETF or mutual fund until a few months after I initially made a deposit, and it grew. It started growing pretty well, especially in the last year because I started adding more cash to it. And you can see the investment gain was almost averaging $1,000 each month for the last few months until January when the market went down, and then the investment gain for the month of January is like a negative 200. All that is because of the virus outbreak, and it's a very unfortunate thing. But in this moment, we should all be positive. We should do our own part, take care of yourself, and take care of each other, and hopefully we can all get through this together. In the meantime, just keep a closer look at the market, and then this could be a very good buying opportunity. So that will conclude my week 4. And I'm really glad I'm doing this. And if you happen to be watching, I want to thank you for watching this, because I can see if anybody's watching. I can see it from the YouTube status, and that would give me more motivation to keep it going. Because my plan is to keep it going for a year and see how it goes, and then I would use this as a tool to help me become a more disciplined investor. And during this process, I do start learning more things. I do start paying more attention to all the information out there and do my own research. So that's been a very beneficial process for me. In the meantime, if you feel this in the tiniest way that would actually help you as well, please help me through this by either like it or subscribe to it. So eventually, and also definitely leave some comments. So eventually, we can probably have our own support group to keep this process going. All right, have a good weekend.